Now go ahead. Who are you?
Arlene Kaiser and Vic Kaiser's wife. He's doing all the photography here.
Okay, thank you very much.
His picture?
We'll get him with his wife. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Clarence Staley. This is my wife Margie.
And when were you in the islands?
1946 to 1948.
Now, I got there in 1948, so you prepared it for me, yeah? Had it in good
I hope
shape.
we left it in good shape.
Good, so do I. Yeah, would you introduce yourself?
I'm George Tripp, and this is Helen Winch.
Helen Winch Tripp. I was in the Hawaiian Mission,
And when were you there?
47 to 49.
Okay, I got there in 48, so you were there just when I got out there.
Must have been.
So it's nice to see you, nice to have you here. It's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's great. Wonderful to get together.
It is.
Hope you recognize someone we know.
Yeah, I don't know if we will. When were you in the Hawaiian Mission?
49 to 51.
49 through 51. What's your name?
Fisher, Ben.
And then your wife here?
My wife's Margie.
How are you?
Just fine. How are you tonight?
Nice to have you here. How are you?
I'm fine.
Would you introduce yourself?
I'm Jenny Waynick.
And when were you in the Hawaiian Mission?
I was never in the Hawaiian Mission. I just married the president.
Oh, you're President Weenig's wife then, huh? Oh, is he here someplace?
Around.
We'll find him.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I was in the CPM from 49 to 51.
Okay.
Mostly on Lanai.
Under President Weenig, right?
President Wenig, right?
On the island of Lanai.
Mostly on Lanai.
And then this your wife?
That's my wife, Kathy.
How are you?
I'm just fine.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Geraldine Chesmore.
And I'm their other half.
And Geraldine, you were in Hawaii, right? And when were you there?
I was in there in 1948 to 1950.
Right, same year as I was there. Where did you serve?
I served in Hilo most of the time.
In Hilo?
And all she did was play in an orchestra.
Right, and I was there in Lapahoehoe and Kohala.
Yeah, I went to Kohala.
Nice to see you. Okay,
They kind of plays at it.
could you introduce yourself?
We were in
And
the Hawaiian Mission.
when were you there?
1946 to 48.
No,
We were
pleasure
in
to have
Maui,
you.
we were in Hilo, and we were on Hawaii for the most of our time.
Well, nice to have
We
you
had our
here.
baby daughter with us. She was just 7 months old when we left, and she was 2.5 when we came home.
Oh, so you were married when you went on the mission?
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Orak. Scott and Don. Orak.
Okay,
George, Utah now.
and where were you from?
CPM, Kohala,
Kohala?
Kahuku, Laia,
When were you in Kohala?
February through March of 47. Then over to Kamoela for 3 months after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew Bill Sproat there, right?
Oh yes, you bet. In Kohala.
Yeah, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
See our organist that's doing the work here. Would you introduce yourself?
Al Wood.
And where were you in the Hawaiian Mission?
Yes.
When were you there?
46 to 48.
46 to 48.
And I was the leader of the CPM orchestra.
Okay, and where did you serve? What areas?
All over every island. Played a program for every school in Hawaii.
Great. 46, you say 40?
46 to 48.
46 to 48. Oh, good to have you here and help by entertaining us.
Well,
I'm Maxine Wright. My husband Wayne was the missionary.
Yeah, and he was the one that was in Kohala before I was in Kohala.
Yes, he was there.
I'll have to meet him. I heard
Well, you'll
about him.
recognize him in the shirt that he couldn't button.
Okay, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
What is your name?
David Schlappy. I'm with him. The large one.
Elder Slappy, over in Honeycomb, right?
Yes.
Very nice to see you and meet you.
hey, all right, you remember.
Yeah, and how could we forget you? There's so much to remember, huh? You were there when? 48 through 50 or
49 to 51.
49 to 51?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
Well, it's good to
Introduce yourself.
Gene Sturgill from Ka'u, Big Island.
What years were you there?
50, 49, 50, 51. Well, I started in 48. I was a slow missionary.
Slow missionary.
Yeah, I went out in 48 and came home March of 51.
Oh, nice to have you here. Ready. Okay.
Elder Jepson K, Molokai and Maui.
And what years?
Let's see, 1948 through 50.
Oh, those are good years.
Yeah,
Good
January
years.
48 through March of 50.
Good. Good to have you here.
Spent 3 months down the Roper settlement.
Oh, down there, Kalapapa, huh?
Yep.
You there with Elder Smith? Was he down there?
Yes,
with you?
with Stan Smith.
That's right.
Yep, yep. Before
Sorry, he passed away.
before he got killed. He got killed in a
Airplane accident.
airplane accident in Alaska. Yep.
He was a fighter pilot, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was in the National Guard.
Oh, we'll miss him.
Yeah. Sister Green, how are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm just me and Andre's here.
Oh, that's too bad.
Sister Green, would you?
Goodness,
When were you
I
in
can't
the
imagine
mission?
you changing like that.
When were you in the mission? What years were you there at the mission?
47, 48.
47 to 48. Where did you serve?
I served in the mission. I was out at La Ia for 4 months, and then I spent about 10 in the mission office. Then I went over to Big Island for the rest of the mission.
Well, nice to have.
Pamuela and then Hilo.
Okay, nice to have you here.
Yeah, I love it. You bet.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Farrell Davies. This is my wife, Gloria.
Oh, Farrell, I remember you. You went on the mission when you were married. Said, how could anyone leave such a beautiful wife and come out on the mission?
It was not easy, but
And then you served where, in Hilo?
Hilo,
Just up the coast there. You.
Honokara, Kukui Highly, and La Ia.
And when, 48 through 50, were you there? Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, would you introduce yourself?
I'm Glenn Hawkins.
And when were you there?
I was there 48 through 50.
Oh, the same time I was.
Time you were there.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Where did you serve?
I served in Wahiwa, and then I served on the Big Island of Hawaii, Honokaa.
Honokaa. Oh, good. Nice to have you
I
here.
was district.
Good, everyone, for posterity. What is your name?
Dan Decker,
And when were you in Hawaii?
1949 to 1950.
And where did you serve?
Oh, Maui and Molokai and Laie,
Okay, introduce your wife.
Bonnie Decker.
Nice to meet you.
They're from Provo.
You're living now in Provo?
Right.
Together, right?
Introduce yourself and your wife.
I am Elder Johnson, Joe Johnson. CPM 48 to 50. My wife is
Nice to have you here. Where do you serve?
Honolulu, Big Island, Kohala, and Maui.
Good. Good. Great place, Kohala, right?
Right.
Nice to have you
Cane
here.
field, right?
Right. Would you introduce yourself?
Pardon?
Would you introduce yourself?
I'm Jay Anderson, and this is my wife, Jane.
Okay. And when were you in the islands?
1948 51.
And where do you live now?
Moore, Idaho.
In Idaho. And where did you serve?
Hawaii, Hilo, and Maui, Honolulu.
Okay, you got all around. Introduce yourself.
Kay, Elder and Sister Jensen. Kay and I own Jensen.
And where do you live now?
Cane Beds, Arizona.
And when were you in the mission field?
The CPM mission from 46 to 48.
And where did you serve?
That was this century.
Okay.
The Big Island, Maui, and Honolulu.
Okay, thank you. Tell me, introduce yourself.
Hey, yeah, Lee Allen. Is your name Rob Decker?
No, Dick Kaiser. Okay. And when were you in the mission field?
In 47 to 49.
And where did you serve?
Maui, Omakura, Onakala, Kukalini.
Okay.
What?
Introduce yourself.
Joe Larkin.
And when were you in Hawaii?
950.
Okay, where did you serve?
Onakala and Haiku Maui.
Okay, introduce your wives.
Sally.
Nice to meet you, Sally. Introduce yourself. When were you in Hawaii?
CPM mission in 1947 to 50.
Okay, where did you serve?
I served on all of the islands. I was in mission presence.
Okay, introduce your wife.
Rosemary, she waited for me all the time I was there.
Okay, introduce yourself here.
What's your name?
the...
I'm 92, my first year.
And you were there what?
And I went out in 1949 and then called in the spring of 51.
50, after the centennial, right?
Right.
Introduce your husband.
And this is my nice husband, Leonard Thayer.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Wait, hold it. Okay, now introduce yourself.
Bill Egley. That's my wife Donna. I was CPM 49 to 51.
Okay, and
Maui most of the time.
Okay, nice to have you here. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
What's that?
And when were you in the 48 to 50? Okay, where did you serve?
Maui and Hawaii.
Okay, the Big Island? Introduce your wife.
Margaret, I'm Margaret Shelton.
Nice to meet you. Okay, introduce yourself.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Don Smith. I was in the Hawaiian mission on the Big Island of Hawaii, mission orchestra from 48 to 50.
Yeah, you came out to Kohala and played for us out there. I remember. I guess that was. Introduce your wife.
This is my wife, Shanna Lee.
Nice to have you here.
And I met her at a ward function about a few years after I got back.
Good. Pleasure to have you here. Okay, would you introduce yourself?
Elder Blameyer.
What years?
49 and 50.
Where did you serve?
In my father, the Big Island, really different.
Okay, introduce your wife. Good. Nice to meet you.
Classy, I'm a CPM missionary, 1948 to 1950.
Was that 48 through 50?
1948 to 1950.
And where did you serve?
Paia, Maui, Monopepe, Hawaii, and the mission home.
Okay, would you introduce your wife?
This is my wife, Liam.
Nice to meet you. Okay, introduce yourself.
Admiral Wayne Anderson is my wife, Marilyn. Sterling, Idaho.
When were you in the mission?
I was in my mission 50 to 52 on Maui, Wailupa, Kihei, and over in Hilo, the Big Island.
Okay, thanks. Okay, introduce yourself.
Okay, we're Elder Halverson and Margene Halverson, and we had the opportunity of laboring on Maui, on Wailupa, at Kahului, Lahaina, and then went to Molokai and labored over there, including opening up the Kalau Papa, the Leper Save.
Okay, and then what years were you there?
We were there, I was there from 1946 to 1948.
Good.
Didn't see your face, that's why.
Yeah,
Man, it's been a long time,
it sure has. Yeah. My wife is around here someplace. Saw her just a minute ago. Good to see you. Appreciate your help getting this ready.
I haven't been to
Okay, hold it right there. Let me just get you here. Okay, introduce yourself.
Earl Charlie Bush,
When were you in the island?
49.
Okay, where'd you serve?
Honolulu and Molokai.
Okay, nice thing. Okay, introduce yourself.
Janet and Howard Ellis.
And part of your time was in Kohala.
I was in Kohala.
Yeah, and with you was Dick Kaiser, who's taking your picture right now. Okay, introduce yourself.
Bill Hill,
When were you in Hawaii?
38 to 40 and 47.
Boy, oh boy, you cover a lot of ground. Introduce your wife to us.
Barbara P. Moss.
Nice to have you here. Okay.
Say aloha nui loa.
Dick Harris and Elaine Harris. Yeah, Kamuela, basketball player.
Right.
Yeah, good to see you. Hey, oi, what's your name?
Makaino, Kiaka Onakonu. Jack Anderson. This is my wife, Doy.
Nice to meet you.
I was born in 648. Back to BYU, finished, went back out to school of Y&I, 50, 51. Went back in 75, took the family, stayed a month. Been over there several times. Had class reunions with my fifth grade students. And now
Okay, introduce yourself.